What you doing today, Bob? Gonna install rear seat belts in the E. So what we're doing will fit 57, 8, and 9. This is a kit I got from Giuliano's. This is the, what you want to call the base plate. And this is optional. That's the through bolt. It would go to here. And it goes together like this. This is how you normally do it. Screw this together. And this would be the optional way of doing it. By using this, it'll give me a whole lot more flexibility once I get the anchor mounted as far as where do I want to put the belt. I may not need it, I might. So the problem is, where do you install the anchors? We've got a lot of floor back here. But under here, of course, you got the drive shaft, but you got your muffler in here, and you also got the frame. So finding a spot, you know, it takes a little thought. The anchors for front seat belts is a whole lot easier. Oh, and by the way, this is the old style seat belt where you would wrap belt through the anchor. You can't do that anymore. There's some DOT regulation that says that the material actually has to be sewn to the anchor bolt or anchor clip. I spent a lot of time looking for where I could put anchor bolts until I realized that the car sitting next to me had anchors for rear seat belts. Here's the back seat. And there you go. Now that does happen to be the old style, but that gives me the location. Oh, come on, we're almost there. Here's your inboard location. And we can reference off of. So we're under the green C, and there's your perch for the front spring. There's your front perch for the rear spring. And right above it, that's where you see the anchor bolt coming out for the rear seat belt passenger outboard. Fortunately, you see there's a bolt right there which goes through the floor. That'll give us our location. And then you just move a few inches up, and that's where you put the anchor. What could go wrong? So here's the E wheel well. This is the driver's side. But the same idea. We will pick up on that, and we will move up and put her up about in there. Well, the doggone battery quit, so I couldn't record this. So here's what you get when you're done. Generally, they put the buckle part in the drive shaft, and they just run the loose ends. But you can do whatever you like. So this is how the driver's side outboard anchor came out. We were referencing off of this and went forward. There's plenty of room up in here to move around. Well, not plenty, but you know, you don't have to be super precise. Just put the plate here, mark your hole. That way you know the plate isn't going to hit anything. Drill it from the outside in, and then it helps if you have two people to get the bolt inside to match with this. I ended up using RTV just as a weather seal, plus if I ever take the bolt out, that won't fall out. What do you got for the inboard anchors? Okay. Now that one, the inboards were much more comfortable having the anchor plate at 90 degrees to that one. And there was a nice support rib. And it's got good clearance on the muffler. This is the driver's side rear outboard. And the driver's side inboard. And here's what they look like all together. I did test, and these are the right dimensions. You know, for a normal person, the buckle ends up right about in the middle of me. Easy to get at. And there you have it. Rear seat belts. CDE.